Over the weekend, a major story broke in U.S. and European media outlets, including 60 Minutes, about a trove of HSBC account holder data that reveals the HSBC's Swiss banking arm collaborated in efforts by some of its account holders to engage in tax evasion. I understand European tax officials recovered huge amounts of back taxes from and imposed large penalties on some of these account holders. I understand that our Department of Justice and IRS received this information in 2010, 5 years ago. Would they normally share that information immediately with the Fed?
Well, in response to your question, I will first say I didn't personally see the piece that was on 60 Minutes, but I can say that we really can't comment on specific investigations.
That's why I ask you, would you normally get that kind of information?
In a general sense, when there's an investigation, yes, we do share information when requested with the law enforcement authorities.
Share meaning you give to them. Do they normally give this kind of information to you?
It would depend on the case. There would be a dialogue about certainly if they are limited in their ability to share with us, they would not do that. But we provide information upon request. We generally may be aware that there's an investigation going on.
Yeah, okay, I want to ask something. I take that to mean it's a good chance that you have had this, that the Fed has had this information for quite some time. I gather investigations of some individual U.S. account holders identified by these leaks have been undertaken by IRS. My question is this. HSBC has a recent history of major U.S. sanctions and money laundering violations. They now face these new charges of facilitating tax evasion. Summarize, if you will, for the committee, what the Fed has done with respect to HSBC to pursue these tax evasion allegations, what conclusions you may have reached regarding HSBC's responsibility for these activities, and what steps you're taking with other federal officials to pursue these matters.
Okay. Well, first of all, again, I can't really speak to this specific matter that is under investigation, but I can tell you that with respect to HSBC, we have entered into 3 formal enforcement actions, consent, cease and desist orders, and those relate to Bank Secrecy Act and AML compliance. There's one related to mortgage servicing activities and one related to compliance risk management in general. So we have been obviously working on issues with the firm related to compliance generally. I will say that in any situation where there's an investigation, if we have evidence or we are provided with evidence that there is a violation of law or breach of safety and soundness based on activities, and especially those that might involve tax evasion, we take that very seriously. We would favor certainly moving forward and firmly committed to taking any appropriate sanctions or penalties that would accrue from the outcome of that work.
These are, as you know, very serious accusations, and in some cases more than accusations, as we found. And this committee, a lot of us will be watching the Fed's actions on this.